say he's back for the number one. They say the boys on track for the number one. Yeah, they call him Jades Freestyle. 365, yeah, the boys stay real. They say he's back for the number one. They say the boys on track for the number one. Yeah, they call him Jades Freestyle. Go boy,
They say I'm back for the number one. Say the boys on track for the number one. It's Jades Freestyle. And y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, yet your most hated Oddfella. And we back live inside the war room. This is the war report. You know what I mean? This is the Triggs listening session. Excuse me. Pardon self. You in the dig. Once again, you know what I mean? Salute to all the fam them, you know what I mean? Everybody pulling up in the chat. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Subscribe to the Oddfella. Subscribe to the War Report. Y'all know what it is. But before we get into and introduce the guests, you know what I mean? Introduce the MC, you know what I mean? Triggs and his management coming through, producers and whatnot. I gotta greet the sponsors one time, you know what I mean? We gotta greet the sponsors properly, you know what I mean? So without further ado, shout out to Captain Redbeard, you know what I mean? My little cannabis sponsor out here in the fifth, you know what I mean? Salute to Captain Redbeard. We smoking on that pink fire kush out here right now, you know what I mean? So salute to Captain Redbeard and salute to the other sponsors, the Black Gentleman Grooming Company, roseclothing.com, as well as Hamilton Clothing Co. You know what I mean? Let's check this out right quick.
Trippin'. I'm tossing and turning, can never sleep at night. Stressed out, soaking the sheets. What happened to my life? I ain't myself, I need some help, I ain't been feeling right. Somebody wiser, give me guidance, lead me to the light. I'm feeling weak, I need some strength, I need to find the might. I was living, driven, focused, finally had my goals in sight. Now I'm feeling hopeless, broken, cold, living at home at night. World's crazy, know that ride. Now I'm going insane inside. Had a booth insane inside. The music really painful inside. I'm doing my thing, ain't no denying. Look in the eyes, you know they lying. 2G's ain't no surviving. 4G's lying in your pocket. 5G's, you know they watching. No way gon' stop the profit. Every day feel the same in the same room. Watch the clock move, deja vu. Got you. Went to the doctor for depression. Asked him what I'm supposed to do. He said, here, take these pop two.
I've been up all night thinking something's not right with me. I can't close my eyes and sleep. I've been in my head still tripping, trying to fight anxiety. Feels like I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Yeah, y'all know what it is. Big up the sponsors once again. Junior the Truth mobile app. Make sure y'all download that because once again, the LDBC mixtape part 2 is about to come out beginning of June, in June, you know what I mean? Beginning of the month of June. Mixtape is about to drop. Official mixtape exclusive listening party going down inside the Junior the Truth mobile app. So make sure you download that at your nearest mobile app store. You in the dig? I got my guy from Harlem in the building.
Yeah, I'm on my New York shit. I rep the Giants, Jets, New York Knicks.
What's going on, Jades Freestyle, man? My guy right here.
Indeed. What's good? Act Reacher 45, Jamboree. Tell the people what's good with the night court and whatnot.
Yeah. We dropped episode 14. Look out for the highlights. Boxing Night Court continues, episode 15 this Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I mean? Get y'all tickets, get y'all popcorns. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Twitter and YouTube. Twitter and Instagram, circleboy_BOI. And yeah, salute to my bro Jades Freestyle, man.
Indeed. Let me introduce some of the Triggs management before we bring the MC on. You know what I mean? We got Massacre in the building. Say what up to the people. You know what I mean? And shortly introduce yourself and who you are to K Triggs.
I'm the executive engineer. My name's Massacre. You know, I was helping on his album for various things in general, but you know, with the sound and curating the track list out of all the songs, and you know, just being that go-to guy if you need some advice or whatever.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Big up for Massacre for passing through live inside the war room. You know what I mean? We also got K Triggs's producer, Noma. Say what up to the people.
What's up, guys? I'm Nomai. I'm a K-Trix producer from Hamilton. Worked with a couple other guys, but made 5 out of the 8 beats on here, so pumped to get it going.
Indeed, indeed. Noma, big producer from the Steel City, from the fifth, you know what I mean? All y'all MCs that looking for that sound, you know what I mean? Hit up my guy Noma. We gon' hear, you know what I mean, his contributions on mistakes. He said he got 5 contributions out of the 8 tracks, you know what I mean? So yeah, we definitely gonna get into that, you know what I mean? We also got Bodie in the building, you know what I mean? We got Bodie in the building because design matters. Say what up to the people, fam.
How's it going, everybody? I hope you guys can hear me. Boom Bucket. Jades with a couple beats on the.
No lie, no lie. You kind of low, Brody.
Can you hear me? Hang on a second.
I can hear you faintly, but you kind of low.
Now, can you hear me?
Yeah. We hear you better now.
Okay. My bad. Yeah, I know Bodie's off it. Helped out Triggs with a few beats and happy beats, guys. And what's up?
That's what's up. That's what's up. You know what I mean? And last but not least, we have the, you know what I mean, the MC, you know what I mean, at hand with the album Mistakes. You know what I mean? Say what up to the people. You know what I mean? K Triggs.
What up, everybody? You know who it is. It's K Triggs here. Shout out Jay. Shout out everybody for coming out. I appreciate y'all being here. You know, they're a big part of this project, and without all these guys and their contributions, I wouldn't have been able to make the type of project I released. And you know, I'm very proud of what we've done. And you can check that out everywhere on all streaming platforms. But I suggest you go to ktriggs.ca because that's the most direct way to find it. You know, and again, I did want to say a big thank you to you, Jay, for having us on here to go over it and review it. You know, I'm really excited to hear what the people think.
Indeed. That's what's up. You know what I mean? This is the K Triggs listening session. You know what I mean? We live inside the war room. This is the War Report. Make sure you smash the like button as you fall on in. You know what I mean? Let's take it back a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm putting you on the spot a little bit, K Triggs, but let's see if you can recognize or remember when these picks were taken back. You know what I mean? We see this right here. I don't know if you can see this clear, K Triggs, but you see me in the beautiful Hermes yellow shirt down in the Hermes, and you see big old Iron Mike over here, you know what I mean, on the far right. And of course, you're wearing the baby blue and the khakis, you know what I mean. I think this was back in 2018. This might have been the come up time, you know what I mean. Let me move on to the next. You was up in this was the same day up in the studio. You probably dropped a hot 16 over you know what I mean, during the cypher or whatnot. But this was definitely in the CFMU studios. You was doing your thing at the Live and Direct show. I was hosting that night, you know what I mean? So yo, you've come a long way from 2018, you know what I mean, into 2021. Now you got this album Mistakes, you know what I mean? Mistakes, the first official LP. That come up wasn't really no album. It was more like a mixtape. Would you not? Would you say, clear that up? Is this the first official album, or is it the second?
Yeah, I would say this is like the official major like project or album. You know what I mean? But the come up is more like just kind of the beginning and a mixtape to start with. Okay, guys, come on. And I just think what the best option for me was to work to create a more cohesive sound for myself, and that's kind of what the big goal with this project was. When I was talking with Nomai and Mason and Bodie, because that's what I've been working towards for the last few years. I've worked with Mason and Bodie for the last couple years, 2 years since 2019. Whereas Nomai, we kind of just started working together last year and this year. So for me, I've been working a lot to find a way to create a cohesive sound, but the ability to bring these guys together and network and make more connections is what helped me create a better sound, I think, overall. And the come up was more of trying to get my start, kind of get my foot in the door, and like kind of say, what's up, everybody? This is what I do. I kind of make music and I drop bars, but this is more of this is my identity and this is what I'm all about as an artist, and what my brand is all about. The kind of the rollout and the concept of mistakes and that kind of hook line that we used, me and Brody, at Because Design Matters, the executive art director on the project. That was kind of our big thing, is play off of this message and this ideal of this poster. It's my face on it. I'm not hiding anything, which is kind of give people the idea and the opportunity to be part of the experience. They look at the poster and they see me, mistakes, and they go, okay, well, I make mistakes too. Everybody makes mistakes. And I think that's something that I think a lot of people, when they heard the project in the last few days, when I've spoken to some of the people that do follow my music and some of the people that are close to me, they said they could really hear the variety of sounds, but they could hear how it completely works together from start to finish. And that was the big goal. So that, I think I could take that as a success. And I'm not obviously satisfied completely. I'm proud of what I've done, and there's a lot of work left to do. And these guys all know that, because that's what I always say. There's more work left to do, and they all know that I'm already hard at work making more music. Already, like since the day my album dropped, I've been writing more songs and working on more stuff. I got No Mind making beats already for more projects in the future, and we're talking about what's coming up. I got a new song coming in a couple weeks, actually, just to not let on too much. But
grinding. That's what's up. Now, before we get into this first track, let's view the visual concept of like we saw the album cover, and this is kind of like the track listing, or like the back cover of the album cover. Can Brody speak to the how we came about this concept for mistakes?
Brody, Because Design Matters, isn't in the chat at this moment, unfortunately. I guess he might have gotten held up, but I can speak to that because it was our idea collectively. That's no problem. But really what it comes down to is, I wanted something that represented my mistakes. And one of my biggest mistakes, now I can speak on this, was my charges that I was under for trafficking. And I was under those charges for the last 10 months. And, most people have no clue about that because it's not something I'm too vocal about, but that's something I've been dealing with. And all these gentlemen that are in the chat at this moment know about it. Now, all you do. My charges were dropped the day before the album came out. So, this is kind of a victory for me in a personal sense, in a music sense, on, all levels of my life. Things are starting to look up, and this playlist and the kind of directness of it and the simplicity of it is what speaks to it, because, that kind of is the idea of the paperwork, that comes with the mistakes you make, and the time that comes with the mistakes you make, and the cost of the mistakes you make. And, this is kind of the showing of it, the titles, the advisory, the length, and each track as it's expressed. I wanted something to be simple that spoke to the identity of the album, and not something too complex or, difficult for people to understand.
Is it by design that most of the tracks are like one word titles?
Very much so. Actually something that I talk a lot, like something Bodie and I have talked a lot about, is names of songs. Because something I struggle with naming songs sometimes, because I'm like, I write a song without a name for it, and then I think of the topic and I try to think of the best way to compile the idea as a concept in just one word. And like sometimes it's not as easy, but these songs were a lot simpler to come up with names for, because right on top, right when I heard them, right when I developed them, I knew right away kind of how I wanted it to sound.
Preface this your intro song, your track #1, Snakes. Who produced this song? Did Nomad produce this one?
No, this one was actually produced by Bodie. You know, Bodie is a local producer from Hamilton. We've been working together for years, probably since before I started actually putting out music in 2018. And you know, he's someone that's believed in me and you know helped me develop my style. And some of these beats on this album, Snakes, is one of those dipping hot as well. Are his beats, and they're all some of his top level work that he's ever done. Because he's kind of more of an unknown kind of producer too. You know, I got these diamonds in the rough, you know, that I work with. I'm very lucky and grateful for these guys and the contributions they made.
Definitely a little bit of a go time. Yeah,
Indeed. Well, without further ado, we gonna get into this first track off of the Mistakes album. You know what I mean? The first inaugural official album from K Triggs. This first track called Snakes, produced by Bodie. Let's go.
Snake. I know a lot of y'all out here. Let's watch me. Yeah. We all go through phases, guess I gotta find a handle. All the people betting on me never thought it was a gamble. The show just getting started, so don't even change the channel. Trying to break me down, you must have plans to get dismantled. From the Phantom of the Opera to the center of the stage. Growing up so broken, that's the way that I was raised. Put the pieces back together, how I go and turn a page. Throw away your playbook, running audibles and hot routes. Improvising lines while the bars you drop are washed out. Must have cotton mouth, cause blowing smoke had never brought clout. Yeah. Smoke. Yeah. Ain't no shine without effort. Still a sheep, I'm the shepherd. Like a lion to a leopard. Our agenda, something separate. I got madness with a method. How the mayhem left impressions. Never lecture about my lessons. It's just freedom of expression. On my hustle for a decade. Shit can change at any second. Yeah. Things I never take for granted, been my family and my fans. If I ever do you wrong, apologizing in advance. Always taking off, they only question where he lands. Sold out a couple shows, so now I got some bigger plans. Supporters in my corner know I'm always throwing hands. Every match is pay-per-view, so you could say I'm in demand. Getting what you give, that's why I never take a day off. How you call this your day job if you always getting laid off? Never stop the hustle cause I wanna see it pay off. Getting face on like every day to play off. Real rap died, so I'm hosting us a seance. The one for ceremony, bet you write your rhymes with crayons. They keep paper chasing, I'm an agent for some chaos. Only gamble with my life, so let's say I never play on. Took the time for my hiatus, coming back to finish famous. On the brink, let's call it greatness. Yo, I told Soma I always remember who my friends are. Bodie, you killed this beat. Fuck them snakes. You know what it is. K-Triggs.
First one off the Mistakes. We got K Triggs live in the war room.
Can you see the difference right to the fakes? That's why I had to call the song Snakes. Got some real ones in my corner, they ain't no debate. No my Bodie, Trey, Mace, CC, bitch, Victor. You know what it is, K Triggs. I got many more in the corner still, but these day one motherfuckers know they ill.
Indeed, that's what's up. Snakes, #1, Acreage, Harlem. What you think about that one right there?
Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, fire. I really like the track. I like the whole idea. You know, I'm glad that he explained it. Before you played the tracks and things like that. I like the concept, and I definitely like the beat. It kind of gives me like a vibe when I was little, like an Eminem sort of type of vibe. You know, me, I'm from America, so I got that kind of vibe from it. It gave me like early 2000s, but in a good way though. In a good way.
Thank you, though. I really appreciate that, man. Because that's kind of like Eminem is one of my influences too. But I don't want to take too much from him because he is one of the greats, and like you can't copy. Like, no one can be him. But definitely inspiration for that song comes behind the aggressive nature behind his music, and that's something that I always appreciated. And like one of my favorite rappers is Big L, you know what I mean? Or Hove is one of my favorite rappers. I like a lot of East Coast, boom bap style rap. So that's kind of where I draw my, my inspiration from, especially.
So you already took my next question that I was going to segue into, because you basically just gave me your influences. I normally like to ask where an artist gets his inspiration and things from. When you first started rapping, how old were you?
Honestly, when I first started rapping, I was like about 13 or 14. Like when I first started like actually developing my own like songs. But when I actually started making songs and writing, I was like about 6 or 7 years old because I was writing like poems and like creative writing. So like I was always kind of into writing, but actually structuring songs didn't come around till I was like 14, 13 because I didn't understand how to write a song. I had to learn, right? I used to just write like paragraphs. I have some of my writing actually. And it's like I would write a story, but it was a song, but I didn't know how to structure the beats and the structure the rhymes to fit a beat. It was like almost I was talking, and that's kind of where I started to be like, oh, well, no, I can structure these to fit a scheme of a rhyme scheme. And that's when I had to do the research and kind of start developing my own flow. Like I remember one of the first songs I ever like rapped to was like Till I Collapse by Eminem. When I was a kid, I didn't even like record anything. I just was like practicing the flows that I would use to it because I was like, wait a minute, like I can't copy Eminem. I can't do those same flows, so I got to do different flows and find my own individuality about it. And especially like when I started like freestyling and stuff, that's when I started to really learn about rapping. Because in high school and elementary school, that's kind of how I started rapping, was like freestyling at school with my friends and like just for fun. But and then I always been writing, but then I was like, I got to take this more seriously as I got a little older. I got to like 2018, I was like almost I was like 19, 20, and I was like, you know what, I love this music, I love rapping, I love freestyling, I love getting on stage, so I got to pursue this as a career. And that's when I first like actually put out real music on Spotify, iTunes, on YouTube. That's when I created my profile, like my profiles and my ideal and like name as K Triggs. And then over the years, I've been developing this identity. And Jay has seen that, and he supported me from the very first time he ever heard something from me, even though it wasn't as good as what I can do now. And I really appreciate that, and it means the world to me that people who see me now know where I started, and they see the growth, because that's all I want to do is grow and get better and improve, because you can never stop getting better.
Indeed, indeed. Well, let's move on to the second track right here. And then, I mean, you got the creature kind of theme for the first three: snakes, wolf, and demon. Tell us about wolf.
Yeah, well, my biggest mistake in like the beginning of my career as an artist here in Hamilton was being like kind of a lone wolf. I thought like I had to go my own way and do it all my own, like not include other people in what I do, because I got to do it my own way, because like other people are doing their thing, that's great, but I got to do my thing, and that's cool. Like that's cool, but as I kind of started to get more into the industry and learn about the community, I saw that there's so much talent here, and I cannot shut myself out from being willing to experiment and be more versatile and learn about the other ways that the industry can, help me, and other things that I can be part of, like the community events I've been a part of, and the projects I've been a part of, like the Freedom Speech Cipher. And that song was kind of about, I don't have to be a sheep. I can still be a wolf, but I can run with a pack. And that's kind of, now I have guys that I work with, like Mason, like Nomai, like Bodie, like Brody, like Vinny A. Those guys that I work with on the regular, that we're not like incorporated, brand or anything. We all kind of do our own thing, but we work together as a community. And that's kind of what I've been creating this last, I'd say, year or two, is more of a hip hop community. And my biggest mistake before was not doing that and not encouraging myself to be that guy, because I thought I couldn't be that guy. But now I can. I've seen it. I've seen it from the support I get from my community in terms of my sales of all my t-shirts last year. During COVID, I still sold like 50 shirts. And I was baffled. Like that was when I really realized that I can do this. I can do this, and I just have to keep working and keep pushing for it. Because I was like, wow, people actually bought my shirts. Like people give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like I knew people care to a certain degree, but they're willing to spend their hard-earned money, the money that they make, and you could use on anything else, but they want to buy my shirt. Like, what? It blew my mind. I was sitting there like, what? I'm sitting there talking to Brody, who was a big part of the advertisement and took all the photos for that ad because design matters. And I'm like, dude, like I'm just mind blown. And the idea of marketing and pushing people, it wasn't even like, yeah, I was pushing it and like trying to sell them, but people in my community were like, I need that shirt. I need one of those. And I'm like, wow, I want to support K-Triggs. And it just meant the world to me to see that. And ever since then, I'm like, you have to keep working harder. You have to keep working harder. You have to show all these people that they were supporting you for the right reason.
Indeed. All right, well, let's get into the second track from K-Triggs off the Mistake LP entitled Wolf.
I'm a wolf, not a sheep. Y'all don't see me coming through 100 deep. Shawty always used to tell me Taki's cheap. Tell my haters you can go and take a seat.
Can't be forgiven for all of my sins. In this cold world, no one let him in. This been my end game, then I better win. She's just a mystery, I made her win. Never be shaggy or said that I did. Woke up, can't recallin' what bet I have been. Taking that shape, so instead I'ma swim. No, I ain't team, but it's always a win. Hop in the booth and I drop a confession. Caught me some L's, but it taught me a lesson. Love, bro, flush, even though I'm a peasant. Walking through the valley of the shadow of death. I shall feel no evil long as I got a breath. Thou art with me, that's the pad and the pen. Hometown rapper, always at it again. And yo, I never be your favorite, don't need to pretend.
I'm a wolf, not a sheep. Y'all don't see me coming through 100 deep. Shawty always used to tell me Taki's cheap. Tell my haters you can go and take a seat. I'm a wolf, not a sheep. So just know I always hope your dreams are sweet. Yeah, this life is like a nightmare, so I never sleep. On my way up, y'all can meet me at the peak.
If I had conflict, that was internal. Letting off on a mic, call me inferno. So you got vision while I'm seeing in thermo. Plotting on success started off as infernal. On the K-Triggs show, we don't cut your commercial. All you understudies better get to rehearsal. I'm really scratching the surface. Thinking back to days when I was snatching in purses. Started writing rhymes, yo, it gave me a purpose. One day I spit a sermon at the Sunday service. People tell stories, still don't know my version. Look to last year when the shit was a burden. Growing up the underdog, yo, was so uncertain. Don't even check behind the curtain, cause the wordsmith's working in my bag. Not a Birkin, all in type of person, so berserk is just a verdict.
I'm a wolf, not a sheep. Y'all don't see me coming through 100 deep. Shawty always used to tell me Taki's cheap. Tell my haters you can go and take a seat. I'm a wolf, not a sheep. So just know I always hope your dreams are sweet. Yeah, this life is like a nightmare, so I never sleep. On my way up, y'all can meet me at the peak.
Y'all know what it is.
Yeah,
Wolf from K-Triggs. You in the dig? That was Wolf from K-Triggs. We 2 tracks in the Mistakes LP. I like that one right there. And the way your on stage performance is, that's gonna be a classic stage performer for you. You know what I mean? Post COVID and all this post lockdown bullshit. Who did the production on that one right there?
What's up?
That was a No My Music beat.
Okay, no my. Okay, that shit was fire right there.
It's like,
What inspired you to do that? And I dabbled in some production as well. Was those one of those beats that took you like 5 minutes to cook up, or was it those like long process? It took a couple days for you to lay out like the bass line, to get the bass line in, to get the certain melody in, and then to tell us about the process of that beat.
So that guy took me probably about like 4 or 5 hours, I'd say. The main part of it is a sample, like the background, like ambience, and then in the hook, there's like a guitar. So what I did is like I hit a note on the guitar, and then if I hit like a certain pedal, it like shifts it up an octave. So that's where that like siren sound comes in from. But no, honestly, I just like found the sample, did the drums, like 3 hours later mixed it. Like it's good to go. Yeah.
Dope. You did a dope job on that. Reacher, you got anything?
Dope track, man. I like the sound. Like I said, real creative, real original. Um, I do want to ask the producer, how long have you been doing your thing?
So I've been playing music since I was 14. I'm 27. I started making hip hop about a year ago, but I've been playing in bands for like well over 10 years. I don't know. And I've just been like, once I found producing, it's been nonstop. I've made like hundreds of beats within the year I've been doing it, and just it every single day. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
That's
actually,
all.
like, just to piggyback on what K Triggs was saying earlier, like, I have to shout out K Triggs. Like, K Triggs brought me into the scene, and like has done more things for my career than I know like how to thank him for. So yeah, he's been instrumental in like literally building Hamilton up like as like a rap, kind of like our hip hop scene, if you will. Like he's been absolutely crucial in the whole development of it for sure.
No mind the producer in the building, producing that dope track Wolf off of K Triggs latest album, first album, Mistakes, Demons featuring Borse. Am I saying that right, or is it Borse? Say how yo put me up on that. Italian Hamilton MC. Am I correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is correct, Jay Borse. Yeah, that song is like kind of, again, it's that very high energy. You know, these first couple beats of the album, I bring it up, and I wanted something like make the people jump and like make them kind of see how high energy and aggressive I can really be with my lyrics still intact. You know, because I make a lot of those like smoothing kind of like car ride music. You know, like Come Up is a good example of that. But this one I brought Boris in because the style of the beat that like Nomai had showed me it's his beat, and I was just like kind of blown away with how the lead up is and how it plays in. I really like felt like a pop inside. Hey, I really like felt. Sorry, 1 second. My dog's just playing with a toy. I really felt like a good vibe and sound to that beat specifically, and relax. And like so, I had Boris come in on it because he's really aggressive and he can do that same kind of hard up style that I can. And especially with his his wordplay and his lyricism, it was a great track to bring another artist in on because it's kind of like about it, the demons that we like. Boris and I are kind of similar like that. We both battle demons inside, and we have like there's a bit of controversy to each of us in what we do in the scene. And I think that he was a good fit as a artist, but also as a lyricist for this song versus most other artists that I could think of to maybe put on it.
Indeed. Without further ado, Demons featuring Borse.
Live from the studio, Eulis ain't no Yu-Gi-Oh! Cheers to all my demons with a glass of Don Julio. I'ma be the star, no ain't talking about no movie role. Strip to pay tuition, say that's why she on a booty pole. Girl, I'm trying to make it, yeah, I guess that's just my cue to go. Yeah, go. Never saving hoes, yeah, I guess I'm too frugal. Y'all just pay for pictures like that John D at the Bugle. So many people watching, I got more than 2 pupils. All fair and love and war, so I gotta stay neutral. All my peers pursue the party, yeah, I'm never one for sentiment. From a cold city, so we always moving temperate. Studio to temple, where we go to make some sense of it. Telling my story and its version got no censorship. Early morning cruise for some late side views to a place I lose all those fake I do. End up a headliner on the late night news. Used to sit in nosebleeds, now I'm in my own league. Never having cold feet, I've been on a hot streak. Clock me going Mach speed, gunning for the top seed. Live from the studio, Eulis ain't no Yu-Gi-Oh! Cheers to all my demons with a glass of Don Julio. I'ma be the star, no ain't talking about no movie role. Strip to pay tuition, say that's why she on a booty pole. Girl, I'm trying to make it, yeah, I guess that's just my cue to go. Yeah, go. I
piss greatness. My pubic hair is dope fur. Segregate the fakes in this game and make them loners. Alleviate my pain, now I take it on posers. Choke a rearranged brat like my fucking name's Homer.
Yo, what?
Hot lava, I'm magma, Nevada to Vegas, the bottom to greatness, the top of the chain when I rock up all places, demolish the stages when bombs are in placement. Ariana Grande shit, I'm alpha, you beta, proud that I'm greater. Smile at you haters, you found up a race from the pharaoh and pasting with powerful pages. My prowess engaged with eyebrows that are raising up to the top. Baby girl, take a bounce on my top. I'ma slay shit like Jason when going I don't give a fuck. K-Triggs told Borse not to hold back. So when I made this, remorse has been so lacked, I froze rap.
Live from the studio, duelist ain't no Yu-Gi-Oh! Cheers to all my demons with a glass of Don Julio. I'ma be the star, no ain't talking about no movie role. Ship to pay tuition, say that's why she on a booty pole. Girl, I'm trying to make it, yeah, I guess that's just my cue to go. Yeah.
Y'all know what it is. War Report listening session. We got K-Triggs in the building. That was Demons featuring Borse. You know what I mean? Track 3 on the Mistakes LP. You know what I mean? We moving on into Dip. Speak on that real quick, K-Triggs.
Well, like kind of what Bodie said, I mean, what Nomai said before, and this is a Bodie beat also. Bodie won't be able to come back in the chat today. His connection's a little difficult, so he wanted to apologize and say best to all you guys. This is his beat, and this beat is kind of a representation of the community that we've been building here in Hamilton. And, you know, we got a great video shoot coming that everyone that's in this chat will be in. And the song Dip is like kind of, if you ain't with us, then dip. Like, you know, we used to run, like we used to play like manhunt and shit back in the day when we were kids, and like we'd say dip, like run. Like, but my thought of it was like, if you ain't with us, then like I don't care. Go ahead, do your thing. Like I'm gonna keep going my way, and we got like the people that are with us, and that's all that matters.
Indeed. Well, I can't introduce it better than that. Let's go.
Yeah. If you ain't with us, then dip. In the fast lane like I stolen the whip. Only my team so they know who can sit. Watching you keep people switching up quick.
Bodie, make it bang.
If you ain't with us, then dip. When shorty moving, I swear that she stripped. Too hard to handle, yo, wasn't equipped. Whole city know we gon' blow in a bit. If you ain't with us, then dip. If you ain't with us, then dip. If you ain't with us, then dip. Came up in these ends, lost me some friends. Show me fake love, now I know what's pretend. Drop on a beat, lead them all in suspense. Caught my first rap, no it wasn't a Benz. All on my own, got no help from the rents. Oh what a year, just got my first offense. Know how I started, can't sit on the bench. Designated hitter, swinging for the fences. From the city, so I represent this. Started out, was a young apprentice. No one ever said that this would heaven send us. Devil's advocate, so many evidences. Got the pen and pen if all the odds against us. Say you want the smoke, get it secondhand. I don't measure well with a rubber band. Myself is what I'm discovering. Wrestle with these demons, call it SummerSlam. Up right now, I'm falling in love again. How I did this like no other can. Got bad bitches, what a struggle, damn. Not if you ain't with us, then dip. Way shorty moving, I swear that she stripped. Too hard to handle, yo, wasn't equipped. Whole city know we gon' blow in a bit. If you ain't with us, then dip. If you ain't with us, then dip. If you ain't with us, then dip. Young up and comer, still in debate. Busy this year, had a lot on my plate. Wasn't my summer, only get hunger. Then set the dryer on tumble. I was in a house bored. Follow recipes to make it to the top floor. How you pop off when you really popcorn? You took a rebound like it's out the backboard. Really 5'4", though I never act short. Always shoot my shot like I played a backcourt. Only for the fam, call this a blood sport. Body every verse, send in the city morgue. Learned a bit from life when I was growing up poor. Soon I had a whole city in an uproar. One day I can spit about the places that I toured. Now I don't go on about some shit I can't afford. Working every day to get my foot up in the door. Never want to settle, came to even the score. People hit me now, they always used to ignore. Lately going harder than ever before. Told you when I'm gone, I don't care if they mourn. If you ain't with us, then dip. In the fast lane like I stolen the whip. Only my team so they know who can sit. Watching you keep people switching up. If you ain't with us, then dip. When shorty moving, I swear that she stripped. Too hard to handle, yo, wasn't equipped. Whole city know we gon' blow in a bit. If you ain't with us, then dip. If you ain't with us, then dip. If you ain't with us, then dip. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you ain't with us, then dip. If you ain't with us, then dip. If you ain't with us, then dip. That's what's up. You know what I mean? The War Report listening session. We got K Triggs in the building. Mistakes, the LP. You know what I mean? We off the dip and we on to hot. Tell us about hot, K Triggs.
Actually, Hot was the first song off the album I actually did drop back in December. Hot's more of just like kind of some braggadocious type, like, vibes. It's kind of more just like having fun with the bars and the expression of the flow. That's another Bodie beat actually. So shouts out to Bodie. I really like the beat and I heard it and I was like, yo, I could drop some hard shit on this. It doesn't really have to be too like storytelling or too like expressive. It's just hot, It's hot in my city, everyone's getting better, everyone's stepping their game up. So go ahead and play that.
K Triggs. Up in my city, yeah, it be hot. Man on the come up, the cream of the crop. Got me some followers I never bought. Had a few haters try taking my spot. This rising action just part of the plot. Right to the top if you ready or not. Hot, hot. Said it's pot up in a 9, tryna hustle for a dime, I ain't even get a cent. Working 9 to 5, cause I gotta pay the rent. Yeah, that's money well spent. Think I'm sitting on the bench, then you really on the fence. No, I got a 6 cents, how I leave them in suspense. I ain't here to make amends, where you only about a bands, where I'm going is the end. Hatching bigger plans, not the flash in the pan. Studying the game like the final exam. Promise I'll be damn, poets out of my hands. Step Pops used to beat us, no he wasn't a man. Feel the hustle cause, no we're playing the hand. Dropping fresh product, how to stay in demand. I can make a mausoleum out of rappers trying to be in. From the AM to the PM, got your bitch up in the DM. Sitting on the sidelines, always trying to key and gotta keep it low key. I am not a human being, but a demon in the flesh. King Kong in my city, how I'm beating on the chest. Had to right so many wrongs, I don't even know what's left. Young fresh prince, like I've been the next day. Double XL, what I'm talking next year. Never find balance till the check clear. Hot, hot. In my city, yeah, it be hot. Man on the come up, the cream of the crop. Got me some followers I never bought. Had a few haters try taking my spot. This rising action just part of the plot. Right to the top if you ready or not. Yeah. Shout out Bodie, K Triggs, baby. You know what it is.
A fire emergency has been reported in the building. Please leave the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevator.
Indeed, that was hot. Another hot one off of the mistakes. You in the dig. Ack Reacher, what you going on that?
I like that ending. That ending was fire. Say that was fire.
I must say the vocal quality, the production, the way the vocals lay on top of the production, the engineering work was done and was mixed nicely. You know what I mean? So this is a definitely it adds on to this album. This is not just no mixtape quality production. This is a good album, man. This is a well done production right here, K Triggs.
Thank you. And that's why we spent so long, so many hours, all of us pushing to improve this and how we make it better every step of the way. And actually that song was mixed and mastered by Park from CC because I put it out in December. So Noma, I did most of the mixing mastering for the entire project for all the other songs. That was the only one he didn't personally mix and master.
Indeed. Shout out Park from CC. Indeed. He got some new material up on the horizon, and without further ado, speak on Horizon, the next track on Mistakes.
Yeah, this is kind of where the back half of the album starts to bring down the BPM and starts to bring my listener into more of the outcome of mistakes. I've made my mistakes, and I have to kind of move forward from that. And the horizon is I see the horizon in the distance. It's not there yet, but like it's coming. You can see, the night is darkest before the dawn, the kind of concept, that kind of metaphorical language. And I think that speaks for itself in the song. So you can play it.
Yo, it's K Triggs. Go ahead, watch me. I'm coming for it. Y'all ain't ready. Grew up in the city of a hammer and steel. Everybody rapping, trying to get him a deal. Raining cats and dogs, how an idiot feel. Reminisce on days when I was steal to get a meal. Word on my family, always keeping it real. I'm just trying to make it, so I leave him a will. Keep praying that he won't, underdog, not the goat. Full of spirit, so let's toast the sun, not the Holy Ghost. Talking it, I'm on the gross. Sight said I know the riot. Young prince of my city, soon to be his majesty. Student of this game, I was never Ivy League. Sipping proofs of my labor while I stumble through sobriety. Thinking back on where it started, solo hats, I want the garden. Came too far, then I'll be walking on these charges. Like a landmine, I'll be blowing up regardless. Go ahead and strike your bargains, I stay busy picking targets. Solely talking numbers, say that language, my department. How I shoot my shot, shorty's calling me the marksman. Just a prophet on the cusp of combustion. Word to the rut, I grew up in. Go for my bag, never bucket. Show me the power, I can up it, cause no one gives you remorse. Think you run game, check my scout and report. Way playing lately, call it EA Sports. Thankful for the live mama didn't abort. Love for everybody who been showing support. Y'all can meet me at the top when I can lead a track torched. I've been homeless and hopeless, had to trust in the process. Now I'm leading like Moses, at my feet they throw roses. Hey, it's just my first act, see who's here when it closes. Lately questioning my motives, keeping busy getting noticed. Turning all these cons to progress, never end up as a mogul. Put it on my logo, freedom speech flying solo. Mother used to tell me I should shoot for the moon. Call me down to earth, I keep reading the room. Always the best man, but he's never a groom. Grew up watching people eating from that silver spoon. Sheep and wolves clothing, feeling venom in their words. Gotta bring it sugar coated, what I'm spitting is unheard. Keeping it 100 with my adjectives and verbs. The people of the place I always wanted since my birth. Every person has a purpose, even if you still in search. Gotta know your worth and put nobody else's first. Life's a blessing and a curse. Independent to a fault. Why these haters throwing salt? All I did was get results, now it's winning by default. Stay attacking tracks, you wanna charge them for assault. Only bars coming for me are the ones up in the vault. If hip-hop had died, I came and gave it a pulse. Been at this since the days before I was an adult. Soon they know my name from the bay to the Gulf. All up on the way and you ain't saying resolve. Only bars coming for me are the ones up in the vault. Been at this since the days before I was an adult. Soon they know my name from the bay to the Gulf.
That's what's up. That's what's up. From the bay to the Gulf. You know, dig. Salute. We got K Triggs in the building. This is the War Report listening session. You know, dig. Moving on to Enterprise. We slowing it down from Horizon. Now we on the Enterprise, and I recognize Falcon the artist. Local R&B. You know what I mean? Up and coming artist, you know what I mean? Definitely has some talent. Tell us about this collaboration and how did you meet Falcon the artist?
Actually, I got reached out to him through Instagram because you know, COVID and whatnot, we haven't really been able to meet. But I know Cody James is an artist, and because I'd seen him and Cody James working together, and he also did some work with Vinny A, who is another collaborator of mine. We've done a few songs together. So you know, I liked his style and I liked the R&B. So I was like, yo, maybe you can do some background vocals for me. And he was more than willing and obliged. I really liked what he did on the project. This song is kind of about like past toxicity in relationships like that, and like moving forward in life, things like that. It's like kind of more melodic for me, but I really like it. I really thought it was a good like secondary song for the last song on the album.
All right, without further ado, we're going to get into this Enterprise featuring Falcon the artist. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Aqua on the beat.
Gotta stay up in my zone, see no ending to this road. Play the hand that I was dealt, ain't no way to ever fall. Came to break records on paths they never drove. Lately on a level, so these rappers got alone. Yeah, she always hit my phone, asking if I'm coming through. Said I'm busy in the studio, we'll link up after 2. When I make it to the pinnacle, be showing y'all the view. Drinking in the moments, cause we know they only few. Often betting different women, still like waking up alone. Nice we politicking over shots of that Patron. Tell me all about your past while I be scrolling up a cone. In a cold city, yeah, I guess that's all we know. Grown a little wiser from the places that I've flown. Feeling like a tourist that I always all wrong. Man, I have to stay distracted cause there ain't no time to heal. Had a lot of practice hiding everything I feel. Consequence for how I'm acting, been a crime with no appeal. Trying to capture it in captions, though it's never something real. Yeah. I'm the self-destructive in disguise, running from my past. Must have cut me down to size. Bottled up emotions, some would call it pressurized. Measures that I've taken only cause of desperate times. Fears that I'm becoming someone I don't recognize. Silence isn't right, I barely ever exercise. Only want the hits, so keep your mistresses and wives. Told them when I'm done that every verse will be reprised. See them often sit around plotting my demise. How you get the dub if you've been leading second lives? Only one shot, never get no second tries. Shooting for the stars like the captain of the Enterprise. Shawty used to tell me I should put my guard aside. Showed up with your girls and that's a party of 5. The room ain't come alive till the moment I arrive. Wonder how we dealing, that's some shit I can't describe. Verse is always conscious, so I let it be my guide. Now just thinking back, my grandpa gave the best advice. Told me look at screen, our son touches got a price. That's nice. Y'all put that shit on ice. Word up to no mind.
Fires. I'm feeling that. I like that. That was smooth. You know what I mean? And shout out to Falcon, the artist. You know what I mean? He definitely did a dope job on those back vocals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted.
Okay, Falcon.
Add some ambiance. Yeah.
Straight up, you know what I mean? Act Reach Harlem. What you feel? What you feel about that one? What you bumped out down the Harlem streets?
Yeah, that one got #1 written all over it, man. I like that one. That's like one of them, second LPs. I feel like because you need that high pace one that you drop with the video, and then that one you segue in. I feel like into the second one. That's the latest. I like tracks like that. When I used to do my little playing around with the rap, I used to like making tracks like that personally. And I see you had a couple strip club joints in there. I like the way you going, K Triggs. You know what I mean? You moving like a
Thank
dude
you.
in the States. That's how you got to do it. You definitely got to have something for the strip clubs. Make sure you work more on that on the next one.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, man, I appreciate the feedback, dude. I really do. Thank you so much, man. I'm so thank you. Like that, I appreciate that so much because it means you're listening to the music, you're taking in what I'm really saying, and for me, that's the biggest thing. I want people to hear what I'm saying, and hear the lyrics, and like I'm trying to tell a story, and each song is a part of that. So, that means a lot to me.
Indeed. We almost at the end of the album, you know what I mean? But before we get to that last track, get to the Jades Freestyle, you know how we like to do when you inside the war room. This is the War Report. We're gonna hit you with some rapid fire questions, K Triggs. We're
I'm
gonna
ready,
hit you with some rapid fire questions, K Triggs. I'm shoot some words out, and you just gonna give me one answer. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna give you 2 to 3 options. You just gonna give me one answer, and that's it. You know what I mean? So you ready? You ready for this, K Triggs?
I'm ready. I'm always ready.
All right. Since the the the, the topic bus has been largely in discussion with the reemergence of a great brother. Uh, Let me speak of your favorite basketball player in regards to this: Kwame Brown, Andrea Bargnani, or Anthony Bennett?
Kwame Brown.
Pizza, Domino's, Pizza, or Little Caesars?
Domino's.
Strain flavor, OG Kush, Gelato, or Blue Dream?
OG Kush.
Facts. If you was to go to one fight, you was be flowing down to one fight, you know what I mean? You had ringside seats, you know what I mean? You had a bad bitch with you. Um you had a nice a hotel suite, jacuzzi suite and whatnot. Three zips, three zips of OG Kush. Okay. Which fight are you going to, K Triggs?
You know what?
Hold up, no, hold up. I'm not finished. I have to give you the options, K Triggs. Slow down,
Okay,
brother.
okay.
Slow down, brother. Okay. You know what I mean? This is the last one. Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder. Mayweather against Logan Paul. Or would you go to Errol Spence against Manny Pacquiao?
Mayweather against Logan Paul all day.
Wow, it's like that. It's like that, K Triggs. Casual, fair weather fan. You showed it right there. You know what I mean? You going to Miami. You going to Miami. That's what you want. Okay. That's what it is.
I just want to see Jake
Um,
Paul get knocked out.
well, he actually is fighting Logan Paul, not Jake Paul yet.
Okay, yeah, sorry, my bad. I'd like to see Jake Paul get knocked out too, though.
That you never know. That might happen. You know what I mean? Jab Jamboree, while we on that question, let me ask you real quick. If you had the same options minus the three zips, of course, you know what I mean? Because you are about to be a professional boxer, you know what I mean? And we can't be giving you that high grade or nothing like that unless it's in CBD form. Which fight are you going to, bro? Which fight are you going to?
Yo, Steels is the character, bro. Oh, damn, that's a good question. You said Floyd.
Fury Wilder, Mayweather Paul, or Pacquiao Spence?
I guess Pacquiao Spence because I'm one of those New York people that probably, you know what I mean, I'm going to transition to Vegas anyway. My life going to be out in Vegas anyway because of the boxing. Yeah, I'm going to go with Pacquiao.
I mean, both of them in Vegas, family.
Yeah, but I want to go to that one in Vegas. I want to go to Pacquiao. I never got this. I seen Wilder. I was at the Dominique Brazil fight, remember?
Indeed.
I seen Wilder. I never seen Earl Spence. And you know, Earl Spence, that's my guy. He a Pisces like me, early March. So I gotta go. I gotta go with my bro, man. I gotta go with Earl Spence and Pacquiao. Vegas.
Massacre, I see you smiling over there. Which fight you going to?
I'd probably go to the Mayweather and Paul fight. I was smiling because he said because he's a Pisces. It's like astrologically aligned. You gotta go.
Indeed. We got Massacre in the building, inside the war room. Noma, it's on you. Which fight are you going to?
I'm
Three
going to.
zips. You got a couple bad bitches. You got the hotel suite. Matter of fact, you got a couple hotel suites. You know what I mean? You got the bottle. You got a case. You got the cases, the ace of spades. You know what I mean? And floor. You got ringside seats. Which fight are you going to Tyson Fury against Wilder, Mayweather against Logan Paul, or you going to Pacquiao versus Errol Spence Jr.?
If I gotta go to a fight, I'm going to Pacquiao. But this is a trick question. I ain't leaving the hotel room.
Wow, but I do respect that. I do respect his answer though. He
Okay.
Pacquiao, and that is another reason too. I never got to see Pacquiao.
Okay,
Pacquiao.
Cheers,
the
cheers.
real G. No, Mazda G. You know what I mean? 'Cause he ain't leaving the
Keep it real,
hotel
dude.
room. You know what I mean? He's staying by the zips.
Buddy, I got all that I need there. Like, why the fuck am I leaving, man?
He's saying by the zips and the two. Okay. All right. This is what it is, man. I mean, we gonna go into Jades Freestyle. K Triggs, speak on this Jades Freestyle. And why did you make it the last track on your album?
Well, as I've been saying, the album is very high energy, with, No Mind making most of the beats. Those hype beats were kind of for the start to bring people up and show them, the energy behind my mistakes and the passion. And then this kind of Horizon, Enterprise, and then Jade's Freestyle kind of brings them down and says goodbye in a way, like, and my sister, Jade, my older sister, the song's dedicated to her. And I wanted to do something a little more melodic, again, that has more poeticism to it. So yeah, that's, I think, the best way to explain it.
Indeed, Jade's Freestyle. Last track on it, Mistakes LP. Let's get it.
Y'all hit it, no mind. I got some shit to say. K Triggs, baby. 1 million children in my country who live without a dad. How I get so worried about something that I never had. He grew up around some women, so yo had to be the man. Just show me an example so that I can understand. Trying to find that definition, all my teachers inconsistent. Started at a crawl, and somehow I learned to walk. Now he's running with the wind, giving all these rumors stock. Saying boys will be boys, but that ain't how we should talk. Be the change you wanna see, gotta know behavior's top. The way that I was raised taught me never take no handouts. Thinking on my parents, I'm the kid who wasn't planned out. Thought that I was lost, so I'll tell you what I gained. Learning from mistakes and making blessings out my pain. If you stumble through that wreckage, walk alone and in your lane. Just give these rhymes a listen, hey, we might just be the same. Your experience and mine, no, it never be exact. So let me keep it simple, go and take your own path. Said I've been to rock bottom, can't recall just where it's at. The only thing I learned is that I'm never going back. We all under pressure, people tell you how to act. Young kids idolize they streets, they favorite rappers rap. Only guns and videos, drugs and big titty hoes. All material goals, on a serious note. I never see models, just actors playing the role. Spoonful of soul food, so don't be afraid of the bowl. Through a stone garden, the rose that bloom in the cold. To some that trash is treasure, different X on every map, forget it. Ain't about the journey, I got places to be, so don't even wait on me. People caption expectations to make up for all that shit. You see it, no debating on me.
Jade's Freestyle. That was the last one off of the Mistakes LP. I liked how it ended off smoothly like that. Definitely. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
8
like,
tracks, 8 solid tracks. You know what I mean? There's no mistakes on this LP, K Triggs. I think you might have titled it wrong. You know what I mean? But I understand the metaphor. You know what I mean? But yeah, speak on that Jay's Freestyle again.
yeah, like I said, it was all about like ending it smoothly, kind of just getting people to kind of take in everything they've heard. Almost like this song is an expression of you to be like, wow, so this is the end of it. I've listened to the whole album now, and this is how he's like saying goodbye, kind of. And like I think people can relate to that as like a part of my mistakes. Because this album itself is a mistake. All the songs are different mistakes, but I had to make them in order to make this album. So part of life.
That's what's
K,
up. You know what I mean?
can I just say something, Stills? K
Go
Triggs,
ahead.
man. I was feeling that when that beat is fire. You're making me about to come out of retirement. I'm getting on the remix. I don't care what you say, K
Get it?
Triggs. I'm getting on the remix.
I'm
I'm
down.
a
I'm down.
Yo,
I'll
DM
send.
me. I'll
I'll
send you the
send you
beat.
the.
That beat is
I,
fire. That beat is fire, though. That beat really is. I was feeling that one. I was feeling that one.
same with Nomad played it for me. He kind of just it was something he had developed like in a
That's
loop.
definitely my
And
type of, yeah, right
yeah,
there.
no.
That
If you,
definitely my type of beat. That was dope.
Thank you. And like I said, if you want to get on it, you can touch base with my producer there, Nomad, the beat maker, and he can send you the files and you can jump on it, man. And remix is go right ahead, my dude. Like I would be honored to have you on that, especially, I'd love to share it and I'd love to show my friends like, yo, look at this Harlem guy, jumps on a track for me, this is dope. Remix is like kind of like a way of showing respect. So I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like I did a remix to one of Drake's songs, What's Next, because I really like Drake and I wanted to pay homage to what he does and how successful he is in putting on Canada for what we're all about, you know. But also, this song is also kind of dedicated to my sister, so it's really close to home for me. So I'm glad that it hits home for you and the lyrics hit hard, and obviously you hear what I'm saying.
That's what's up. Indeed. Well, we gonna break out without what I mean without further ado. We ran through the dope album LP. Make sure y'all hit the description. The link is definitely in the description for y'all to go download, donate, cop the album. You know what I mean from the distro kid definitely link. So make sure y'all peep the description within the YouTube link and get that mistakes LP. Massacre. Give us some lasting thoughts. Tell the people where they can follow you at and whatnot. If you got social media and whatnot, and any last words for the supporters and the panel.
Yeah, I noticed one of the sponsors was Rose Clothing, so I wanted to shout out Rose Clothing. They also work with another one of the artists that I work with, so that's really dope. Shout out Kevin, shout out K Triggs and the whole team, right? It was awesome working with everybody, and yeah, you can follow me at Massacre on all platforms, Instagram, Facebook.
That's what's up. Massacre, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Salute for Massacre. You know what I mean? Joining us in the war room, being a active member or an active. I'm at a loss for words, but part of this whole project. You know what I mean? Of the Mistakes LP, definitely. No my. You know what I mean? The beat producer extraordinaire. Tell the people where they can follow you at, and give us your last words to the panel and to the people in the chat and whatnot.
So you can find me on all platforms. Know My Music, just on Twitter, IG, and YouTube. Shouts out K Triggs. Shouts out our boys Vinny A, Moses, Gloomy, because design matters. Yeah, shouts out Park from CC. Like, there's so many guys that we need to thank, and like for all the work that they did on the record. Like, shouts out Borse, Falcon. Like, shouts out my boy Beats by Aqua, who helped me with one of the beats. It was Enterprise. Yeah, he helped me. He did the drums on that one. But yeah, that's yeah, so excited to show you guys what we got going. So thanks to Shay Steels for having us on, and yeah.
Big up Nomad, the producer. You know what I mean? Everybody that's hearing this, you hearing some of those dope beats, especially, you know what I mean? That Enterprise one featuring Falcon. I think we're gonna end off on that one again, give it an encore appearance at the end of the show. Y'all go check out Nomad's beats, you know what I mean? Hit him up, you know what I mean? He gonna give you, you know what I mean, some proper sound, some proper vibes for your for your music, you know what I mean? So definitely hit up No My. Last but not least, K Triggs, give us your last words. And of course, the people already know where they can follow you at and whatnot, but reiterate and tell the people if they don't already know. You on mute.
Whoops, sorry about that. I was on mute. At KTriggs905 on IG or Facebook or those Twitter, or you go to ktriggs.ca, which is probably the best place for anybody to go. It's always got all my updated stuff on it. But as a last thing, I would want to say again, thank you to Jay Steels, and thank you as well for my dude from Harlem out there. Shout to him out. You gotta check this guy out. He's gonna be a crazy boxer. I heard you going professional is what Jay was saying. So that's amazing for you, and congratulations on that. I just wanted to say again, thank you to everybody out there supporting the album. I never expected 3 years ago, this is where I would be in terms of music and how much better I've gotten. And 3 years from now, I don't know where we're going to be, but I know I'm just going to keep getting better. And that's what this is all about. So y'all just stay tuned.
Indeed, indeed. Salute once again for K Triggs for passing through the War Room. This was the War Before listening session featuring K Triggs and the Mistakes LP, Jam Jamboree, Harlem. Give them your last words.
Yo, man, salute to K Triggs, salute to the other producing brothers that are also in the building. It was a good one, man. This was a nice, solid little album that the brother K Triggs is that presented to us, and I wish him good luck in whatever he does in the future. Hopefully, he comes back to the All-Star Cipher. You know what I mean? That we'll have all of the best, all of the best people that was on the ciphers. We're gonna bring back our favorites. So hopefully you be one of them that end up coming back. But outside of that, y'all check out Boxing Night Court Fridays 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and y'all see where to follow me at on Twitter and Instagram. It's your boy Act Reach. I never stay wrong. I'm out.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Salute to Harlem. Salute Act Reach 45. Make sure y'all check out Boxing Night Court every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You know what I mean? Subscribe right here on YouTube to the Jab Jamboree. You know what I mean? Most definitely salute to my brother out in Harlem, co-hosting, doing his yeoman's duty. You know what I mean? But without further ado, we gonna get into this encore track. You know what I mean? End it off like that. You know what I mean? The Enterprise featuring Falcon. You know what I mean? Singing his heart out. You know what I mean? In the back on the back vocals and whatnot. Produced by No My. Once again, other MCs out there. You know what I mean? You tired of getting those average ass internet beats? Yo, holla at No My. You know what I mean? This is the guy, No My. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But here's another guy, my guy K Triggs. Let's get it in right now.
Yeah.
Aqua on the beat.
Gotta stay up in my zone, see no ending to this road. Play the hand that I was dealt, ain't no way to ever fold. Came to break records on paths they never drove. Lately on a level, so these rappers got a low. Yeah, she always hit my phone, asking if I'm coming through. Said I'm busy in the studio, we'll link up after 2. When I make it to the pinnacle, be showing y'all the view. Drinking in the moments, cause we know they only few. Often betting different women, still like waking up alone. Nice we politicking over shots of that Patron. Tell me all about your past while I be scrolling up a cone. In a cold city, yeah, I guess that's all we know. Grown a little wiser from the places that I've flown. Feeling like a tourist that I always all wrong. Man, I have to stay distracted cause there ain't no time to heal. Had a lot of practice hiding everything I feel. Consequence for how I'm acting, been a crime with no appeal. Trying to capture it in captions though it's never something real. Yeah. I'm the self-destructive in disguise. Running from my past, must have cut me down to size. Bottled up emotions, some would call it pressurized. Measures that I've taken only cause of desperate times. Fears that I'm becoming someone I don't recognize. Silence isn't right, I barely ever exercise. Only want the hits, so keep your mistresses and wives. Told them when I'm done that every verse will be reprised. See them often sit around plotting my demise. How you get the dub if you've been leading second lives? Only one shot, never get no second tries. Shooting for the stars like the captain of the Enterprise. Shawty used to tell me I should put my guard aside. Showed up with your girls and that's a party of 5. The room ain't come alive till the moment I arrive. Wonder how we dealing, that's some shit I can't describe. Verse is always conscious, so I let it be my guide. Now just thinking back, my grandpa gave the best advice. Told me look at screen, our son touches got a price. That's nice. I'll put that shit on ice. Word up to No Mind.
Yeah, it's your girl K. I've been quiet for a minute, but it's time I pop my shit real quick. Yeah. Hey.
Collars on the table, yams on the stove. Holla at my plug, you'll get grams for the low. He keep his kitchen clean, the mop stick by the dough. We ain't eating fried rice with chopsticks by the bowl. They rewinding what I wrote, every line I give them hope. So when I'm in your city, they might treat me like the Pope. I'm respected by the goats, but I ain't here to gloat, brag or bullshit. I can be braggadocious, ferocious, but that's the type of shit that make your closest turn to vultures. Niggas think it's sweet like
Y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, yet your most hated Oddfella, and it's a usual suspect team. Subscribe to the Jab Jamboree at Creature 45. Subscribe to Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. My guy Cadillac Red and K _ aka KG. Make sure y'all subscribe to Stay Ready Boxing TV, bringing you that ringside views. And of course, subscribe to myself, The War Report on YouTube, bringing you them rap ciphers every Sunday. And of course, 503 Lion, aka Mr. Smoke City Mobcast. Subscribe, get a dig. Early morning hunt, late night hunt, it's going down. Y'all know what it is. It's a usual suspect team.